Welcome back to Save the Good Girl. Yay, you're back for the SOE edition. And in this particular episode, we are going to talk about that there is a difference between interest and investment. Because you can be really interested in something, but you may not invest your time and your energy into it if you can't see a return on that particular investment. Now, am I talking about money? Let's find out. We will get back to this fabulous episode, but I just wanted to let you know that you can find Save the Good Girl on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and YouTube. There is also a chance for you to be featured on the show. Check out the link in the description to send me a voice message. In addition to the podcast, did you know that Save the Good Girl has a blog? Be a part of VIP by subscribing to the email list on SaveTheGoodGirl.com. So many options to stay connected. All right, let's get back to the episode. If we think about investing on a business level, right? Usually, you're not going to invest in something that you don't feel you'll get a return in, or you don't see the potential or the growth or the possibility. It's just not going to happen because you're not going to just say, oh, let me just invest in this just because. Usually when people invest, they take their time to do research, and then they look at the company, they look at their reports, they look at their standing, they look at the trends, and they see if this is a good idea for them to actually invest in. Even if the company is brand new, just like Facebook in 2009, Facebook was just started. And at the time, because social media was, starting out again in a different level, a lot of people did invest in Facebook, and those people are now millionaires. Very smart investment, right? That's cool. So when you invest in something, what does that require? Time. It requires potential. It requires possibility, and it requires research and energy. And for example, I love aquariums. Okay? I love fish. I love the water. If I go to a different city, I need to be in an aquarium. And it's crazy because it's oxymoronic. I don't swim. So, I love the water, but I do not swim. However, I'm not invested to be a marine biologist. I'm not invested to actually work in the profession of, sea animals or anything like that. I love going at my leisure and I think it's really cool. I'm not really invested like that. So I kind of feel like this is what happens when you're dating someone and you're in that really weird, awkward place where the communication is going. The person has not ghosted you. You guys still talk, you guys still hang out here and there, but you don't really see an increase in effort. And that's because the person may very well be interested in you, very well, and maybe not want to invest. And I've had this conversation with multiple friends of mine and myself, because, I need my own advice. So I've had this with myself, okay? It's just not with other people. I've had this with myself where, when you like someone, you take everything that they do and you hold it to a higher standard. So it's well, they call me and we hang out and I think he likes me, so he must like me. Yeah, but here's the thing. I think that when somebody is really interested in you, they'll reach out and they'll call you and they'll hang out with you. It's not like you did anything wrong. The issue stems from not actually having this person invest in terms of doing more effort, really sticking to their plans, making sure that they include you in their plans, ensuring that they reach out to you and they communicate with you effectively and consistently. Because if there's one thing that I really, really do not like, is inconsistent communication. But I realize that usually occurs if the person is not really invested. Okay, they're not really invested. And again, it's not that there's something wrong with you. The person is just not invested. So we need to understand that there's a really big difference between interest versus investment. and that, people are going to invest in what they really see value in. And if this person does not see value in terms of, when I say return on investment for this particular example, I'm really talking about developing into an actual relationship, taking it to the next level, making you, their girlfriend or potentially their wife, or just kind of moving forward. And I mean, we can go to so many different reasons why that may not happen. But I'm really just talking about in this particular episode, just the fact that there isn't a difference between interest versus investment. And once you have investigated where you stand and how you feel, and you'll know, listen, I feel like we know, but we like to give people the benefit of the doubt. And because we really do want we want these things to work out. Sometimes we don't listen to our guts, but our guts speak. Our guts speak so much, it might as well spill out because it speaks that much. So you'll know if someone is treating you in terms of an interest or an investment. And let me just also say this. I do believe that life happens. I believe that people have a lot going on, especially with everything happening in the world right now. For sure. I get that. But here's what I'll say. When you are invested in someone, what you're not going to do is disappear and not say anything at all. This is truly how I feel. The person may not tell you exact details due to maybe it being emotional or whatever, but I do believe that when someone is invested in you, they will not leave you in the dark. They'll communicate with you in a way that you'll know that them kind of peeling back has nothing to do with you. So once that becomes like I'm not sure, does this person really like me? I'm not sure. When you get into that phase, you got to really question, like, are you just interested, or are you really invested in terms of actually wanting this to grow? You may be interested in someone, but may not want to invest your time due to possibly not having a real connection. Sometimes it's like that. You don't have a connection with this person. And my friend, Rachel, hey girl, she is a homeowner and she invested money and time and energy into her home. There's a reason why. She saw potential in this home. She had ideas for this home. She did research for this home and she invested in it. And her return on investment is her investing in the home, but also her peace of mind and really enjoying her house. You're not going to invest in something you don't believe in. Hard pill to swallow, but the facts. So we really need to identify where we actually stand. And here's another thing that's super duper important. You cannot wait for the other person to tell you where you stand. You have all of the signs in front of you. You have all of the information that you need to know. You need to get out of the clouds and actually pay attention to what's happening right in front of you. Because when people make a business decision, they're not making it based off of emotion. They're making it based off of facts. Okay. Investing has everything to do with facts. You may be emotionally tied to a particular business, but it is based off of facts. So as you're dealing with this whole dating process and just dealing with, trying to maneuver and figure things out, you need to really think about the fact that, is this person interested in me or are they invested? And understanding that interest is actually the prerequisite to an investment, because there's something that pulled you in, right? Something pulled you in, like something happened where you're pulled in. So we really need to identify, is it, where do you want this to go? And how do you want this to evolve? And do you see this evolving? And do you feel that you should invest your time waiting for the other person to see that you're an investment? I know it's like a tongue twister of words, but I really wanted to talk about that because there is a difference. And in the event that this person does not see you as an investment, That's okay. When you think about business, there's a lot of businesses that a lot of people did not, they laughed at, they joked about it. And now these businesses are worth 800 billion. You are an $800 billion chick. So if this person doesn't see it now, that's fine. The minute you discover that this person is not willing to invest in you and be consistent with you and really take the time and energy and effort to spend time with you and talk about future plans, if this is where you want to go, you got to bounce, because we need to leave room for the person that will. Okay? Interest versus investments. Know the difference. It will save you so much time, energy, tears, and heartache. I feel like we're connecting, so let's make sure we're connected. You can find Save the Good Girl on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest. Did you know about the Save the Good Girl blog? Yes, there is a blog. Check out SaveTheGoodGirl.com to subscribe to the fabulous VIP email list and be the first to know about new podcast episodes, new blog posts, and giveaways. In addition to listening to Save the Good Girl on many platforms like Apple, Google, Spotify, and many more, you can also subscribe to the Save the Good Girl YouTube channel if YouTube is more of your thing. There are so many options to stay connected and be a part of the Save the Good Girl community. For all updates, or if you just want to contact me to say hello, ask me a question, or send me a comment, check out the contact section on SaveTheGoodGirl.com.